What's up, Germany? I'm UFC President Dana White, and I'm here to let you know that we're bringing you another great night of fights in Berlin that you don't want to miss. In the main event, Mark Munoz takes on Gegard Mousasi in a battle of top middleweights, and Francis Carmont faces CB Dalloway. Plus, Germany's own Peter Sabato and England's Luke Barnott will both be fighting on the card. Just go to UFC.com or o2world.de to get your tickets for an unbelievable night of fights you do not want to miss. I'll see you at the fights.
To one of the finest arenas in the world, here in Berlin. I'm going to take a few moments, if you don't mind, just to share with you some of my thoughts and our thoughts on why we've chosen to come back here to Germany, and in particular to Berlin. It's no secret, of course, that Germany is a powerhouse of sports around the world. This country has become a world economic power in no short order. But more importantly, Berlin told the world it is a beacon for change, both culturally and economically.
Trotzdem noch ein paar Worte zu den Hauptakteuren der Fight Night sagen. Die UFC stellt die Besten der besten Kämpfer der Welt auf. Professionelle MMA-Kämpfer sind heute in etlichen Disziplinen hochkomplex und langjährig geschulte Athleten. Sie sind die Elite des Kampfsportes. Es liegt hier wirklich eine tolle Fightcard vor. Das bekommen Sie sonst in Deutschland nirgendwo geboten. Francis Carmont, CB Dalloway, Luke Barnott, Strickland, zwei deutsche Top-Athleten sind auch dabei, Peter Sabato und Nick Hein. Und es kommt noch besser. Wir stellen Ihnen heute hier zwei der allerbesten Kämpfer weltweit vor. Beide sind hochmotiviert und in bester Form. Beide wollen in ihrer Gewichtsklasse, dem Mittelgewicht, in die Top 5 aufsteigen und damit ihrem Ziel, dem Titelkampf, einen Schritt näher kommen. Es steht fest, es wird hier am 31.05. im Oktagon zwischen den Kämpfern keine Geschenke geben. Jetzt darf ich Sie endlich richtig würdigen. Darf ich vorstellen, die beiden Hauptkämpfer der Fight Night Berlin. Mark, the Filipino Wrecking Machine Munoz auf meiner rechten Seite. Und Gegard, the Dreamcatcher Mousasi auf meiner linken Seite.
34-4 is your fight record. Hey, if anyone belongs to the main event, then you and Mark Munoz.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I just have 4 or 5 questions.
Yes.
We were just talking about your fight record, 34-4, and it's pretty impressive. And you were the former Dream Champion, Strikeforce Champion, and I guess you won the Pride Grand Prix.
No, the Dream GP. I won middleweight.
Okay.
And then I won the Strikeforce light heavyweight. Then went back to Japan and won there the light heavyweight also.
And that's so impressive. That's absolutely
Thank
amazing. And what are your goals in the UFC right now? I guess you're focusing on
like of course, but at this moment it's so far away.
You're
against the Machida. Yeah, I know. Well, I feel like I deserve it after 1 or 2 fights, but there's a lot of fighters that have good wins. You have Vitor Belfort, you have Jacare you have Machida, Anna Silva's gonna come back, Luke Rockhold is a former champion. So you have those 5 names that I feel are ahead of me.
Yeah.
And so maybe 1 or 2 wins, and till then they have fought each other and the landscape is gonna change. After 2 wins, maybe another fight, and then hopefully we get a title.
I think you would.
Yeah, but I need to win.
Yeah, of course. But I think you
would win every fight.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the second question is, you were fighting all around the globe, Japan, Europe, America, and what was your favorite moment so far in your fighting career?
I think Japan was the best.
Yeah, Pride time?
No, just fighting in Japan. I think was easy. It was different. You would go with a bunch of group. You just fought, interview, blah blah, finish, go home, and that's it. was different atmosphere. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the whole culture is pretty
Yeah.
different to the rest of the world.
Yeah, you didn't have the social media stuff. You didn't hear this, that, fans talking, fans saying crap about you. I'm like, that was the best. Yeah,
Yeah,
you just go there, fight, go home.
Do your
easy.
job.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. And the Japanese crowd, I liked a lot. I like Japan.
They're
also.
more
The city.
respectful.
Yeah,
the
city.
Japanese fan.
Yeah.
They don't boo in fights.
No. Like last time I fought in Brazil, they boo me. Okay, I understand, but they would always say a lot of things that later I hear is this and that. But like the sportsmanship in Japan, they understand.
Yeah.
Even if I fight a
Absolutely.
Japanese, they understand that I'm an athlete. I train as their fighter do or whatever it is. So they have the respect. But some fans, they just don't understand anything about respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And the next one, can you tell me just in a few words how you get into martial arts and finally into MMA?
Well, I did boxing when I was 15. I was doing amateur fights,
Okay.
and I went to do kickboxing, and then my brother was doing grappling, and so I joined, and I slowly started picking up MMA fights, and he used to rent DVDs of cage fight. Igor von Frenchen was fighting in Russia in cages. You had Gilbert Ivoli in Tuatuendo. So you would see those fights, and then I got warmed up for MMA. Yeah.
Cool. With so many fights on your record, people still whisper. I was talking to a few fans from America, and they still say you're still growing, you're still improving yourself. So can you give me some words about your improvement from your first fight until today? Because you are fighting for such a long time, but they are still saying you're getting better and better and better.
I think my wrestling overall is getting better. My takedowns and I think mental aspect, I'm more mature. I think mentality is making a huge difference, and I think I train better than I used to. So yeah.
So that's all from my side. I can't wait to see you fight.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
my first question is, your passion for sports started with football, I guess. What was the moment that brought you into martial arts and especially into MMA?
So, I talk about your life experiences shaping and molding you into the person you are today in the future. I end up getting beat up for my shoes.
No, not really.
Yes, really. So, one Christmas, I end up getting Jordans. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan has shoes, right? End up getting Jordans for Christmas, and I loved those Jordans, and I wore them to school, and people were verbally bullying me for my shoes. They were saying, "Hey, man, break yourself off for them Jordans." I said, "What are you guys talking about?" So I just kind of walked off, and then I was walking home by myself after an open gym. I was playing basketball, and a group of guys ran up on me and beat me up for my shoes, and I walked home ashamed, and I never thought that anything like that would ever happen to me. You know, a lot of times you say that to yourself, right? Oh, I'll never get a heart attack. I'll never get cancer. You know, I told myself, I'll never get jumped. I'll never get beat up. But it happened to me. And then after that happened to me, a friend of mine says, "Hey, you need to learn how to wrestle." I'm like, "No, I don't. You guys wear tight leotards and touch each other in funny places. I don't want to do that." Right? He was like, "Oh yeah, I bet you I could take you down in 10 seconds." I said, "Yeah, right. You barely weigh 100 pounds. I weigh 150 pounds. There's no way you're gonna take me down." 2 seconds flat, he shoots in, takes me down, slams me on my back, and I've been wearing a tight leotard ever since. Right? So wrestling, I concentrated on wrestling, and went through my life and ended up becoming, you know, a 2-time state champion, a high school national champ, get a full ride scholarship to Oklahoma State University, become a national champ for them. Then I coached wrestling for 10 years.
Still doing it?
I still am still
Oh,
coaching
great,
wrestling. Yeah, but not at the college level.
Yeah, okay.
I'm coaching at my own gym.
Okay.
So I coach kids and high school kids.
Great.
So after I got done wrestling and coaching, I accepted a job in Northern California in the U.S. and there I met Uriah Faber.
Ah, okay, yeah, I read that before, yeah.
Yeah, and then Uriah goes, "Hey Mark, you need to learn how to fight." I'm like, "Hey, no, man, I'm a lover, man. I'm not a fighter. Like, I'm not gonna fight. It's not for me, right?" And then he's like, "You need to do it." Then I started training a little bit, doing it, and then he brought in Randy Couture, Brandon Vera, Quinn Rampage Jackson, Tito Ortiz, Frank Trigg, James Irvin, Scott Smith, like the who's who of the UFC at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, can you teach us how to wrestle?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure. I'll go in and work out with you guys." So I go in and teach some guys how to wrestle, and then Uriah goes, "All right, guys, time to spar." I'm like, "Oh." Okay, so I was planning to sit back and just, enjoy some sparring, watch some sparring. And then there was 9 guys in the gym that day, 9 of them. So it's an odd number.
Yeah.
They're like, "All right, partner up." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm fading away into the shadows. Like, okay, I'm kicking my feet up and enjoy some sparring here. And one guy that didn't have a partner was Randy, the Natural Couture.
Ah, okay.
He didn't have a partner. And then Uriah comes up with a pair of gloves, a pair of shin guards, and a headgear. Says, "Hey, bro, you need me a favor?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going out there with Randy Couture. Like, I need to be alive after this, man. I got a wife and 4 kids, So, long story short, I ended up getting out there and sparring Randy.
Awesome.
And, Uriah was like, "Double jab, double leg," and I didn't know what a double jab was. I knew what a double leg was. I missed it the first time, missed it the second time. Third time, I'd get him in the air, slam him on his back, and Uriah's like, "Go!" I'm like, "What?" So I'm like throwing some ground and pound stuff, and so I was natural at it, And afterwards, Randy sat me down and he goes, "Hey, Munoz, you should fight.
Awesome.
You'd be really good."